Hey everybody, Miriam's downstairs talking to some people who are visiting from Canada. Anyway, I'm Chris. I'm one of the co-founders of Keto Chow, president and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. It's my job to make sure the live stream goes live when it's supposed to. If you're brand new here, Keto Chow is a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the little bell icon, that way you'll be notified when we go live. If you happen to be on a mobile app, you might notice that you have to have notifications for the YouTube app enabled as well. Anyway, so if you are subscribed to a bunch of YouTube channels and you're not actually getting notified, it's because you have those turned off in the app. Anyway, Miriam will be up here shortly enough. She's probably right now going, oh crap, I'm late. Visual Keto is listening from the Vision Center. Welcome. Cynthia says hit the up button. Carrie's here. Joanne says good morning, friends. Have a great week. Well, Miriam and I, we got to go. Hold on. I'm getting a little bit of buffering. Anyway, Miriam and I, we got to go to central Utah this weekend. We got to see a lot of the really cool fall colors. It was a lot of fun. Okay, that should help it stay green. I just lowered the bit rate. Anyway, but yeah, we got to see a lot of the fall colors. This is the scene behind me. This is actually from last year. It was about this time, and I'm like, I should change it up so that it looks fall-like. There was a little bit of snow on the mountains this weekend. Mike says, hi Chris, I made it here on time for a change. Nice. And Storm Chasing Gal is here from Jenks. Joanne says, yeah, have a great week. Rickwin's here. Lynette says good morning. Kathy says good morning as well. Flat River Keto is here, and so is Tracy Bentley. Barbara says good afternoon. Well, for me, it's only 10 a.m. But yeah, if you're on the East Coast, like 48% of the United States population, yeah, it is just barely afternoon. Lori says good morning, my friends. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a great weekend. Yeah, we got to go camping. We took our trailer up to the mountains, left it there, and we will be back up there this weekend. So we're really looking forward to that. Although, okay, there's a lot to be said for if you do things when you're supposed to do them, sometimes it's a lot easier. So we had bought a new mattress for our trailer, and it's actually the mattress that we had in our guest room. We were supposed to swap that out. We were supposed to put the new mattress into the trailer, and then we were supposed to, we forgot. So instead, we had to bring home the mattress in our truck, which took up the entire bed of the truck. And now it's all covered in sawdust. And now we'll have to take the new mattress back. So hey guys, if you can, don't procrastinate doing stuff. If you can do it now, do it now, is I guess Chris's takeaway for today. Don't delay doing stuff now for the future. And I try to tell my kids this. I'm like, don't stay up to watch a movie. If you want to watch a movie, wake up early and do it. They're like, I don't want to wake up early to watch a movie. And it's like, well then don't stay up late to watch a movie either. Barbara says, yeah, everyone hit the like button. Cynthia says, was your weather as fabulous as it was in Florida? Our weather this weekend was actually fantastic. You had it's funny, the maples have changed color. So you've got that bright red, and then it was contrasted with the green. Some of the leaves are turning yellow, and then you had this blue sky. And it was just a fantastic weekend. It was very cold in the morning. It was like 38 or 39 degrees when we woke up. But other than that, the day was great. And what we were doing this weekend was we were helping some of our friends. We were being lumberjacks. So there's a national forest here in Utah that you can go and you can buy cords of wood, or you can buy a permit to harvest cords of wood. And you have to get trees that are already dead which would then be a fire danger. And then you can cut them up. You can only have them, you have to cut them to a maximum of 4 feet long, the pieces. And that's so that people aren't making lumber out of it to use for building. But a cord of wood, by the way, is one of the most arbitrary measurements in the world. It's a stack of split wood that is 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and 8 feet long. So basically the bed of a pickup truck if it was 4 feet tall. But that's split wood, and it's assuming gaps in between the wood, and it's such an arbitrary measurement. Anyway, our friend Stephen Holly, they had a permit to harvest 5 cords of wood, and we filled up the back of 2 pickup trucks, the back of 2 former pickup trucks that are now trailers, and there was a bunch of, they were huge. They were like 3 feet across and then 18-inch long sections of this tree that was just down on the ground. We actually hooked up a tow strap to our truck and pulled it out, which was really a lot of fun. And that we have probably 800 or 900 pounds of wood in the back of our truck, which was a lot of fun because we got home and then there was a mattress on top of that. But we brought it home so it could go over to our friend's house. And after we unloaded everything, I got Max and Ruth out there last night. And I'm like, okay, I need you guys to unload the wood. And they look at the wood. 3 foot diameter, 18-inch tall, giant 50-pound, huge pieces of wood. And they're like, we don't even have shoes on or gloves. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. You don't have to unload that. But yeah, we had a good weekend. Gina is here, ear hustling. Nice. T.S. is good morning from the West Coast. Carrie's at 604 days of no coffee or caffeine. I'm storm chasing gals. Weekend was stormy. Oh, and Travis is in St. George heading to Sand Hollow. Nice. Are you guys going boating, scuba diving, or are you going on 4-wheelers? Because you can do all of those. Lindsay Murphy is here and it's her baby's 6th birthday. Which one? Because I want to sing happy birthday, but yeah, I got to have a name. I can't say Lindsay Murphy's baby. Anyway, Mike says procrastination is my hobby. No, don't procrastinate. Never procrastinate. Do it today. That's what Lindsay said, right? Tracy says, good advice, Chris, not to stay up late to watch a movie. I'm still working on that one. And it's funny how socially acceptable it is to stay up until 2 a.m. watching a movie. But everyone gets mad at me if I wake up at 4 and turn on the TV. Let's see. Carrie says, yeah, no Miriam yet. I think she's still talking to the people down there. Let's see. Linda is here. Mike says, we drive up to St. George Saturday to look at an old building they remodeled there. Nice. Krista says, on vacation at the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs. So I'm on mountain time. Nice. Is Broadmoor, so I've driven through Colorado Springs a couple of times. Is that one of those hot spa things? Anyway, no problem getting up early. I feel like I have an extra 2 hours in my day. Lindsay says, are those chords dissonant? Yeah, wrong kind of chord. It's C. Actually, it is C-O-R-D, I think. But yeah, stupidest unit of measurement in the world is a cord of wood. Also, I'd like to point out that each cord of wood costs $5 to buy it from the forestry department. And again, you have to go searching for it. But it kills me when you see companies selling firewood for $5 a bundle that's this big when they were able to pay $5 for a 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot stack of wood. Anyway. Let's see, Mike says we used to put 10 cords of wood into our basement every winter. We would have trees delivered on a flatbed and cut and split them. Well, okay, so there's a YouTube channel I've been watching, Inspiration Strikes or something like that. it's this very cute couple, lives in the backwoods in Idaho, and they had this off-grid cabin and stuff like that. Anyway, they had made their own road, and so they had a bunch of trees, and they rented a firewood machine where you have to use something to pick up a full trunk, and it puts it on this conveyor belt and moves it down to this giant chainsaw that then drops it into this splitting thing, and it uses a hydraulic ram to shove it into what looks like an asterisk. It has 6 things, and it just splits it. They did, I think, 2 years worth of wood in one afternoon. Anyway, Sarah is here. Hello, Sarah. Shauna says, good morning, Chris. And Miriam's supposed to be here. She's downstairs talking to some people who are visiting from Canada. When it says, Chris, is that a new picture of the mountains behind you? Our mountains up north got a snow dusting this weekend. This is actually from, here, I'll tell you exactly when it was. Properties. This was from October 2022 was when I captured this video. But it has, there's lots of, well, there we go. There's red on the mountains. And I'm like, it's fall. I'm going to switch the video over. But yeah, we did get a dusting of snow on our mountains this weekend as well. Sean says, growing up, we had to stack wood a lot. We'd cut down trees from our backyard. Cynthia says, so she hadn't told me the cost. Now how do I go buy the small bundle? Right? Well, it's like $5 versus $5. It always kills me how much they charge for firewood when you buy it. But of course, then you're paying for the cost of doing all that. It's not free to have somebody go to the mountains and get the firewood for you.
It's not free?
No, it's not.
That's weird.
Yep, they have to make money somehow. Welcome.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I was here the whole time. I actually got here at like 9 o'clock this morning.
I told him you were talking to people from Canada.
I was.
See?
I was talking to Canadian friends, and I was talking to one of our employees. She just has a new grandbaby. He's so cute.
There's this show called The IT Crowd. It's really funny. At one point, they're talking about a guy says, all women are shoe mad.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's a very sexist generalization to make. How many women do you know? He's like,
One.
Only know one, and she just left the room yelling, the shoes.
The shoes.
All Miriams are baby mad. Anyway, IT Crowd. Oh, Lindsay's 6-year-old, whose birthday is today, is Lauren.
Are we going to
You
sing
ready?
to her?
Yes, we are. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lauren. Happy birthday to you. Sarah's saying hi to you. Everyone's saying hi to Miriam.
I'm so sorry. I really was going to be on time. I just got squirreled.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
We saw a lot of squirrels this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Debbie says, everyone going to Keto Palooza in 11 days needs to give someone else hugs from me while you're there.
Okay.
Okay. Joe says, have you turned it off and back on again?
Are you sure it's plugged in?
And says, I love the IT Crowd. The IT Crowd, it got a little weird the last season. They kind of lost their way.
The whole thing was weird.
Well, the whole thing was fantastic. Okay. On Wednesday, Lindsay and Neely were this last Wednesday. They were doing their live stream, and Lindsay's husband Jared was in the chat.
Yes.
He was also flying a plane at the time, but it was on autopilot. Autopilots for airplanes work really well because there's no roads. Like you literally don't have to help, but. We were talking about stuff. We were talking about continuous glucose monitors and how the first version of the Freestyle Libre, other apps could pull data from it and all this other stuff.
So cool.
And Jared's like, such a nerd. And I'm like, you literally have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to sum this up as much as I can. The show The IT Crowd, it came out in the UK on the BBC. The first season, one of the episodes had an alternate subtitle track. And the alternate subtitle track, instead of having like the actual subtitles, It was base 64 encoded data.
Boring.
Like the whole episode had these hexadecimal weird stuff just going across
Instead
the
of
screen.
words.
Instead of words.
But were they the actual words translated into that thing, or was it just a randomness?
So I pulled the data off the DVD. I ran it through what's called an optical character recognition. It takes the pixels and turns it into actual text.
Right.
Then I ran that through a base 64 decoder. And it actually had a file. There was a file embedded in the subtitles.
Wow.
It was a text file of the subtitles.
That's so interesting.
I was like, seriously, you could have put like a sound clip
Easter egg.
yeah, like Jen saying, "Have you tried turning it off and back on again?" It would have been so awesome. But no, they just base 64 encoded the subtitles of that episode.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but it's such a lost opportunity. But yeah, you have no idea how
It
geeky
feels like it was really dumb that you did that.
Well, after I got to the end of it, I'm like, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine.
What?
Anyway, Francesca is here.
Hello.
Tracy says, so sad to miss Keto Palooza
Oh,
this year.
Tracy.
Please pray for me this week. I'm having my cervical spinal fusion surgery.
Oh my
wow.
gosh. Wow.
Long recovery, but hoping to see everyone next
I
year at
hope
Keto
so
Palooza.
too. And we will have you in our prayers.
Shauna says, my comic brain takes a bit to follow the IT crowd.
It's so, it's funny, but
It is.
sorry, it's
Tracy
funnier
says,
just to watch
oh,
Chris watch it.
Tracy says, I've already got the ticket for Hack Your Health 2024.
Nice.
Now, Miriam and I won't be at the, it's Hack Your Health by Keto Con
Oh, right.
because we have 2 of our children graduating high school that day. And it's the same for the low carb cruise.
Yeah.
We're not going
because
to either
it's
of
like
those.
in the middle. It's that weekend. It's like Friday or something. So we're going to go to graduation.
Okay, Lindsay wants to know if Miriam knew just how nerdy I was before we got married.
I had an inkling. Yeah. Well, what was so funny was we were dating and we're playing this game. What was it? I don't know.
That was taboo, probably.
Probably a game where you have to give clues to the other person. And we totally got slaughtered because
We got slaughtered
the
by...
couple we were with were married,
They were married, but they'd been together for like a year.
but they'd been together and we'd met each other like 2 minutes ago.
No, more like a week and a half previously.
And I do not think the same that he does.
No.
I think
That's okay. I don't want to marry
like-
someone who's a clone of myself. That'd be dumb.
the clue that was the worst was orbit. He's like, a bunch of planets going around
It's
in a
stuck in a
circle.
gravity well.
And I'm like, planets in the sky? Milky Way? Like, orbit! Aw,
Yeah.
that's nice, dear.
Yeah, and for those of you who haven't heard the story, Miriam and I met at a Halloween dance.
That's right, so Halloween
on
special
the
to us.
30th of October, because the 31st was going to be a Sunday.
Yeah, so it was a Saturday. before.
And we were engaged 2.5 weeks later because I waited a week to propose. And then we were engaged for stupid 6 months.
It was amazing. It was enough time to change our mind. If
Way
we
too
didn't,
long
you
to
know,
be
want to get
engaged.
married.
Cynthia says, I was just about to say, like the scene from the movie, drink your Ovaltine.
Right.
We're getting some drop
How are you,
frames.
Cynthia?
Sarah says, nothing wrong with being nerdy. Matt and I are both big nerds.
Yes. Also Star Wars nerds.
Yeah, Miriam, I think, likes Star Wars more than I do, but it's more like you like the concept of Star Wars.
I just like the merch.
Oh, we have 0 frames right now. We are getting really,
Oh,
really dropped
shoot.
frames. I'm going to try dropping the quality a little bit.
Okay.
See if that helps out. Somebody's probably uploading a bunch of files.
Darn it.
Lindsay says, oh no, you knew he wasn't a flat earther from the beginning and still married him.
Yeah.
Tracy says, strawberry cream core is my new favorite. Can't wait to get more.
Yay, Tracy. I'm so glad. I almost made that today, but then I didn't have any. So I made, what did I make? You weren't there. Salted caramel.
And I think it was Patricia. No. I was talking to somebody on Joe and Rachel's live stream
Okay.
this morning, and they were wondering if we were going to have the regular strawberry cream and vanilla cream at Keto Palooza.
Oh.
And I said,
I don't know.
unfortunately, those are both sold out.
If it's 11 days from now, there's no way.
Well, no, it was sold out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The strawberry cream core and the vanilla cream core, we still have a good amount of.
So hopefully we'll have.
And on Thursday, we got the individual packets of blueberry pie back in stock.
Right.
Blueberry pie is.
Blueberry pie.
By the way, blueberry pie is. We need to change it on the website, but it's officially no longer a seasonal flavor.
Do you know what? I want to make some Ninja Creamy because I found some blueberries frozen in the freezer, and I'm gonna weigh them out and put them in there. Doesn't that sound yummy?
Okay. I want to make raspberry cheesecake and put cream cheese in it.
I want to do that too.
I've been supposed to be making that for a
Yeah,
while. We were going to do that before we went to go visit Joe and Rachel, and we haven't had a chance to. But Miriam did bring me a bottle of propane to work this morning
That's right.
because I was getting kind of low, and my flamethrower that I use to sear your pork chops.
That I'm so grateful for.
Wow, that was a really weird sentence. Anyway. It was getting low. So this says, late to some of the flavors, tried blueberry and yummy. Sarah had apple pie keto chow for breakfast.
Oh, that sounds good.
Rickman
I want
says,
apple pie waffles. Let's have that for dinner tonight. Does that sound amazing?
we're going to have to make it before we go to the ice cream sing-along
But the ice cream
thing.
sing-along's at 7.
Yeah.
We'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, one of our sons is in the upper choir thing at the high school, and every year they do a fundraiser where you can come, and for $5 you can sit around and eat ice cream.
We'll pay $5 to not eat ice cream.
Yes. I mean, we could bring some Ninja Creamies, but I don't want to.
But I want Ninja Creamy.
There are none in the fridge that I know of.
I just put some in there this morning.
They won't be ready in time.
Maybe.
Anyway, Rickwin says, I used my gingerbread keto chow to make crepes this morning. I ended up with crepes instead of pancakes because I put in too much egg white. Still delish. Nice. Patricia wants a blueberry chaffle. Shauna says, I have chayote squash looking to make apple pie keto chow pancakes with the apple pie sauce.
Oh, nice.
Where you boil the chayote squash in the cinnamon stuff.
Or there's a tea, you can put it in.
Yeah, and it tastes exactly like apples.
You can use zucchini for that too.
No, that's true.
We have zucchini.
We have some that you froze. Pam says, man, I almost missed it. Oh, yeah, it was Pam that I was talking to.
Oh, Pam, how
Tracy
are you?
says, I tried the raspberry cheesecake creamy with added cream cheese. It just enhances the cream cheese flavor. And Debbie says, I love raspberry cream with cream cheese. Shauna says, I sing, you sing, we all sing for
Lauren.
Bring your own ice cream.
Right. But I'll get to see my kids sing, and that's what this is the most important part. And I haven't got to see them sing with this choir yet because school just started.
Now, here's the funniest thing of all about this morning was Max bought a kilt a while ago.
Yes.
And he recently bought a leather pouch to go on his belt. And he was having problems getting it to snap together this morning. I'm like, well, just snap it and then put it on the belt.
Yeah.
But it reminded me of, there was a big to-do last year with our school district that there were some kids who wanted to wear leis, like the flower things.
Oh, for
and kids for graduation.
graduation.
Yeah. And the school district was like, no, the only thing you can wear is National Honor Society tassels. And there was a big to-do about it, and finally they relented and said, okay, fine, it's part of your culture. That's great. Max wearing a kilt is totally part of our family's culture. My mom's side, her last name is Scott, and her mom was a Fife. Like, we're all Scottish all the time. And so he should totally be able to wear a kilt to school.
Yes. And my side is actually Irish.
Oh, there you go. See, yeah, with the Greens. And Mortensons or something.
Yep, Mortensen.
Deborah's here from Naperville, Illinois.
Hi, Deborah.
And Patricia says, love fall and all the cinnamon and ginger aromas.
Oh, yes.
John says, I loved when you did your family caroling. Poor Max was so sick. Oh, yeah, he was.
Oh, yes. And he has a great voice, too.
It's Bob's birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you.
Sorry, he was a little fast. I wasn't ready for that. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 5. Carrie says it's 85 outside.
Oh yeah, it's actually cold here.
Oh, and that was one of the things I was trying to talk about with us going lumberjacking on
Yes.
Saturday. It was actually kind of cold,
It was.
which was nice.
It was perfect because if you held still, you could get cold.
Yeah.
Because it was like a little breezy and it wasn't really shady. I got sunburned. But if you were working and carrying all the logs and chopping all the things, which I got to use a chainsaw, by the way.
Miriam even threw a chain.
I did. It was an accident.
Oh, well, it's just normal. It's part of the. It's just using a chainsaw.
I didn't try to.
I thought it was funny that you wanted to get video of other people using a chainsaw because you weren't comfortable using a chainsaw, and then
Yeah.
you ended up doing quite a bit of chainsawing.
Yeah, it wasn't that much, but it was harder than it looked. I figured we were like, because we'd bend over and pick up the logs,
my back was
and then
hurting
your
so bad.
back hurts from that. In fact, my muscles right here just doing that, the motion hurts. But then when you're bent over the wood doing the chainsaw, and I'm like, I bet Holly's back is hurting. So let me just take a turn.
Oh yeah, well, and going down with the chainsaw.
Yeah, because
too.
you're just bending your back the whole time. So
This is the top of Chris's head. Francesca says cook chayote squash in cinnamon apple spice tea from
Yeah.
Celestial Seasonings.
yes,
Yes, that's exactly
that's
right.
literally why I have that tea at my house.
Uh-huh.
I have like 25 boxes of it.
Nice. Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
I don't think so. There was something that Joe and Rachel were talking about that I was appreciating. I was going to bring back up, but I don't think I remember it now.
Okay.
So it's gone.
Okay. Well, you all have a fantastic fall. It's officially fall now, right? The 21st.
Yeah. Officially fall.
Officially fall. So
And the leaves were changing.
yeah.
They're this orange color on my hand.
Yeah,
my
it has
fingernails.
such pretty red maples.
So pretty.
Anyway, but we got a lot of footage of that, so
Yeah.
hopefully that'll
Hopefully
be
that'll
coming
come out in a
sometime
video.
soon in a video.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll catch you all tomorrow when we do our longer live stream,
Yep.
and Miriam will definitely be on time for that one.
I think I will.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.